My dear child, listen closely to these words I share with you now. Your presence in this moment is no accident. This time was set aside just for you. You were drawn here purposefully, guided by a presence you couldn't see but always felt near. For many years, you have sensed that quiet inner prompting, that feeling of being shaped, that pressure deep within. You have been tested in private moments when no one else saw your struggles, your doubts, your silent hopes whispered through hardship. But even when you felt most alone, I was at work, making you ready. The purpose I have for you, my beloved child, is far greater than where you began. It is larger than the hurt you have overcome, more significant than anything you have imagined. This, my precious one, is about the path laid out uniquely for you, a path set apart and blessed. You have always felt deep inside that you were different, that you were chosen for something special. And now that inner sensing is starting to become visible in your life. Things are beginning to align. This isn't simply about gaining worldly success. It is not about outward show or possessions. It is about the weight of responsibility I am placing upon you, a sacred duty. It is about a divine calling to lift up, restore, and bring good wherever you go. I am placing you in this role not merely for acquiring wealth, but to bring restoration to your family's history. You might be the first generation in your family to walk in this kind of blessing, but you are meant to clear the way for others who will follow. What lies ahead is more profound than just having plenty. You are not just stopping negative cycles. You are creating places of connection. You are not simply chasing worldly achievement. You are carrying a holy trust. That is who you are meant to be, my child. This is your assignment. This time is about stepping fully into that purpose, not for personal importance, but for lasting good. You are becoming one entrusted to manage resources wisely, a channel chosen to carry what is needed with clear intent. Know this truth, my beloved. I see you. You are not walking this path on your own. Your journey is being guided. Stay with me through this message, my child, because we will end with a sacred moment that confirms what I am releasing over your life today. Trust me, you will want to receive every word. This message is not meant for a single hearing. It is alive. It has many layers. It will speak to you differently each time you listen. Return to these words when weariness takes hold, when uncertainty clouds your mind, or when you need guidance for the path ahead. Let it bring to mind that your true aim was never just to accumulate earthly wealth. You were carrying a calling. Let us begin. Your arrival was not random. You did not just appear in this world as one among many, another face in the crowd. You were sent with a specific assignment, with a reason for being here, with something eternal placed within you. While you entered this world like others, your coming was part of a holy plan. There has always been a part of you, my child, that felt out of step with ordinary life, a reluctance to just get by, an inner unease when others accepted less. That wasn't stubbornness, it was understanding. Even surrounded by limits and difficulty, even when the walls of your early life echoed with strain and hopes that went unfulfilled, you held on to an inner certainty that something greater existed. That quiet voice wasn't random thinking. It was my truth resonating within you, a reminder that you were meant not just to endure difficulty, but to transform it. Perhaps you were the quiet observer, my cherished one, noticing how worldly things strained relationships, how lack diminished good hearts, how fear held people back from their potential. You felt the weight of what you saw, even without putting it into words. And deep inside, you made a quiet promise to yourself. When my time comes, things will be different. You weren't just watching, you were learning how things were broken so you could help make them right. Long before you understood your value, I placed a sacred design within you, my child. Not a vague idea, but a clear, holy, purposeful plan meant specifically for your task here. And while the world may have given you labels like limited, damaged, overlooked, or ordinary, I always saw the plan I had for you. This sacred design doesn't fade when times are hard. It isn't lost when you stumble. It lasts through hurt, loss, pain, and quiet times. Why? because it is part of forever. You carry something meant for a specific purpose. That is why your path has been unique, why the way has been challenging. The significance of your task required strength built through difficulty, through trials, through being made ready. That is what it means to have this sacred design within you, my child. You are not here to gain admiration. You are here to make a difference. You have always known your purpose was more than just escaping hardship. You were meant to reveal its nature, break its hold, and bring it to an end in your family line. That is why resources have felt like a sacred trust, not just a personal desire, because when you hold them, they become a means to serve. This is not about gathering things. It is about establishing holy foundations. You are not seeking grand displays for recognition. You are being given the task of creating ways that bring healing, structures that raise others up, and lasting impacts that speak beyond your own time. You are not just meant to possess land, my child. You are meant to bring back what was lost. And you are not just meant to have influence over others. You are being entrusted with sacred power. And I did not keep abundance from you in earlier times as a punishment. I did it because I was preparing you. You were not simply experiencing scarcity. You were learning how to lead. You were not just without. You were being made ready. And now I tell you, my child, I can place trust in you. I can entrust you with much because you learned how to make a little go a long way. I can trust you with this sacred task because you chose the right path over easy ways. And truthfully, there were times when the journey felt overwhelming, my beloved one, when the path ahead seemed unclear, when your purpose felt like a heavy load. You have wept over missed chances, felt sorrow over waiting, wondered if you were capable. But know this truth, nothing was lost. Every turn in the road was part of my plan. Every pause was a lesson. Every setback was making you stronger. You see, I do not build in haste. I build with depth. I build for the future. That is why I have taken time with you, my child. The abilities I placed within you from the very beginning, my child, are now showing themselves through the person you have grown to be. You are the one who hears clearly, no longer pulling back, no longer thinking hard times mean I have left you. You are ready to fully step into the design I made for you, not just for your own benefit, but so that I can be seen through your life. All you have gone through was leading you to this moment. The confusing struggles, the unease within, the fights concerning your means. These were all signs that you carry something important, something that stands against the dark influences. But the kind of challenge you face is shifting. Circumstances are improving. Now you are more than just someone with potential. You have my direct authorization. Allow this reality to sink down inside you, my cherished child. Your life began with a specific blueprint, and now you're being given liberty to construct. I guided you through times when you had little, so you would learn careful handling before giving you much. I showed you how to walk through having just enough. This wasn't a penalty, it was getting you ready. It wasn't forgetting you. It was a thoughtful strategy. It wasn't holding you back, it was helping you grow. You remember the sleepless nights, speaking quiet prayers with tears only I saw. You saw others advance simply while you wrestled, pushed, gave things up, and surrendered. And through all that, you might have felt I was distant, but I wasn't. I was nearer than ever, watching, guiding, shaping. Each time things were tight with money, it wasn't just trouble, it was teaching. You were being trained. Your waiting wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. It was because I was adjusting how you saw things before putting more into your care. You had to learn what many in the world don't grasp, that having things without inner strength doesn't last, that easy times now can take away your lasting nature, that it is better to have little and be modest than to have a lot and be careless. Having means doesn't change the core of who you are. It shows and magnifies the person you have grown into. See yourself now, my beloved. You no longer look for acceptance by what you own. You don't want riches just to be noticed. You want the ability to carry out the task I have assigned you. You no longer view sharing as just something you must do, but as a way my kingdom operates. You have learned to give with thought, to share freely, to save carefully, and to put resources toward those who will come after you. That is beyond simple good sense. That is being in step with my own heart. You are not asking for a life that is simply easy. You are asking for a life that produces much good, one that strengthens others, one that reaches out, one that ends patterns of difficulty, a life that upholds my efforts, provides for what I see, and prepares your descendants to step unhindered into what I have for them. You don't wish to leave scarcity behind only for your own sake. You wish to show it for the deception it is. Not having enough wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to form the person who could be trusted with much. And now, because you were dependable with small amounts, because you gave even when you wept, because you shared when you yourself needed, the unseen world says you are prepared. Prepared not just to get, but to hold on to. Prepared not just to handle means, but to use them to bring change. You are no longer waiting for a sudden opening. You are the opening for those connected to you. You will not squander what is coming. You will use it actively. You will increase it. You will use it not so you are noticed, but to make a difference, because what I am about to put in your care is holy, and it is not solely for you. It concerns the task I have given you. Your task is what gives you influence, my precious child. It is not your means that make the dark powers shake. It is your task. It is not what you get, the clothes you put on, or the praise you receive. The real influence you carry is not visible. It is the weight of my presence upon you. It is the unseen sign that changes the feeling when you arrive somewhere. Your power is not in how you look. It is in being in step with me. What stands against the dark realm is not your riches. It is your readiness to walk in the purpose I plan for you, whatever it takes. The one who opposes you is not afraid of those with great riches. He has seen countless many. Some are easily swayed, some are broken, some gained everything in the world but lost their true selves. But someone with means who also carries a task from me, one who is committed, a vessel holding both resources and understanding, planning and yielding, that is completely distinct. That is not just doing well for yourself. That is my kingdom's plan unfolding. And that is why your life has met such strong resistance. You have been opposed not because you were fragile, but because you challenged dark structures that gained from you being quiet. You were never just aimed at for who you were back then. You were attacked for the person you are growing into. Your understanding of yourself has been challenged because your identity holds importance in my kingdom. Your connections with some people have felt difficult, my child. This separation happened because being too close to those not walking my path would interfere with the significant work I am preparing you for. You've known hurt from others, times of waiting and feeling pushed away. This wasn't a sign of being against you. It was part of setting you apart for my purpose. People don't see you as a challenge because of your position or worldly standing. What truly challenges the darkness is the life I have placed inside you. What grows from your life isn't just about what you accomplish for yourself. It's about bringing change in the unseen places, creating freedom for those who come after you. This is why your journey looks different from others. You seek more than just good things happening to you. You long for my guidance, for understanding from my perspective that not only lifts you up, but also helps others find their freedom. You've been through intense times, learned in solitude, and faced trials when no one was watching. Now the purpose I set within you is becoming visible. This purpose carries my power. It gives you insights others miss. It helps you hear me clearly even when things are unclear around you. It prepares you to step forward when others hold back. This purpose allows you to see what is coming before it is plain to everyone. It enables you to make choices guided by me without needing permission from others, moving ahead with the clear path I have shown you. This is why you sense things so clearly beyond what your age would suggest. This is why the quiet nudges you feel inside carry such weight. My child, you have often felt like you didn't belong, even when you tried hard to be like everyone else. That sense of being different, of standing apart, is part of the specific work I have for you. It's why you couldn't remain in environments that didn't feed your inner life. It's why you always felt I was asking for more from you. More readiness to walk my way. More release of your own designs. A clearer perspective on what I am doing. I never let you become too comfortable or spiritually inactive, because when I give you a purpose like this, it's not just for your personal ease. It's about carrying out my intentions here on the earth. I am making you ready not just for having much, but for facing challenges in the unseen realm, important work in the spiritual spaces. I am preparing you to enter significant areas to carry my presence there and to bring about change from the inside. The plenty I place in your care is not for display, it is for reaching out to others. This purpose makes this possible. It will not just encourage others, it will be the start of real change. When my favor on you combines with the means I provide, you become an influence that challenges the ways of darkness. When your faith guides how you handle what you have, the darkness loses its hold. This work is about helping to put right what was never intended to be wrong. What I have placed upon you carries my very heart's desire, a purpose to increase goodness, unite people, and bring things back to completeness. You are not simply meant to receive, you are meant to be a carrier of my work. As things come into your keeping, see what unfolds when you use what I have given you in obedience to me. Hard circumstances give way, families find restoration. You are not being lifted up just so people can notice you. You are being lifted to change those around you. Each time you speak what is true, share freely, act as I direct, or walk in step with my ways, you are not just passing time. You are making a difference that lasts forever. My beloved child, you are not simply acquiring things. You are changing a narrative. This is much larger than figures on paper. It goes deeper than simply possessing more wealth. What I am accomplishing through you is not just about material things. It is about bringing wholeness and renewal to your family.